What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show, Greece Chats Podcast. Tony Kariotis here with
Nikitas Tsoukalis.
And now part of Get Greece. We're no longer Greece Media, it's Get Greece. You heard about the news? We're going to talk about that today.
We're going to talk about
that.
I need to know.
Let's jump into this episode.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so here's the big question. Going into 2026, obviously it's we're in the tail end of October. Happy Halloween, by the way.
Wow, happy Halloween.
And some scary stuff happening.
You dressing
in the
up
world.
this year?
I dressed up as a broke stockbroker today.
All right.
Yeah, it's my everyday outfit. What about you?
I think I'm going to do the Yito Man. Or one or the other.
But neither of those are scary. They're lovable.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
All right, so let's jump right into it. So here's my question. I was thinking, I really wanted to ask you, going into 2026, heading towards 2030, right? We're going to be on the other side of 2025 so far. Do you think media is becoming more saturated or too saturated? And if so, is the real world, is the analog world going to become more important for marketing, for business? You know, are we reaching a point where like everyone's online, everyone's on TikTok, everyone's on Instagram?
Everyone's online, and I think that just makes it so much more difficult for someone to stand out.
So if someone's trying to stand out right now, a creator, young professional, and they want to put themselves out there and they're using digital, what are the top, I don't know, two or three bullet points that you can give them?
You're going to have to, man, it's not like it used to be. We just post, throw a few hashtags, and things are going to go great. The content needs to be relatable. It needs to bring value. You need that instant hook if it's a video. If you don't hook them in 1.2 seconds, they're gone. I hate to say it, but you might have to sprinkle like some boosted posts, some ads to get your name out there. But that sucks as a creator that's just trying to start out, right? Like they didn't sign up for advertising. They're just trying to do it like everyone else did. Post some videos, post some content, and grow some followers. But at the same time, it's a balancing act because you don't just want random followers. You want followers that actually care about what you do. So is a viral video actually good for you, or is it not? A viral video might get you a few thousand new followers, but 95% of those people only came because of that one video that made them laugh enough or informed them enough to want to press the follow button. But then they follow and they're like, all right, this person doesn't relate to me. Like, what am I doing here?
Is there going to be a greater stress on the community? So, let's say I'm in a particular business and I have a community of 100 people. And those people become my referral sources. Like I remember a friend of mine who was a banker. She's a real smart woman at Webster Bank. Shout out to Maria. I actually asked her one day, because she's very successful. I said, when you're going onto the real world and you're networking, like what are you looking to measure every day? And she talked about the importance of like every day having a new meeting with this thing called a COI, or a center of influence. And I'm wondering if, at least, again, and I'm thinking of professionals, like a professional using social media to boost their business. Is it going to be more important for professionals to maybe set a goal of creating that 100-person community of COIs and maybe staying away from the vanity metrics and just saying, hey, it's all about this community, this group of 100 people, and what can I give them every single day versus I need to go viral.
Right.
And then you're more or less getting in front of a general audience, you know?
Right.
I don't know.
So there's multiple parts to this, and there's a lot to unpack, because it makes more sense to hit, for example, 50 people that genuinely care than 100,000 views and there's no connection. But at the same time, what are they coming for? Do you have your infrastructure set up? Like, if I land on your page, am I just following, or am I going to find a website, a newsletter, other ways to connect? Is there personality to this page? There's pages out there that aggregate content and they get 200,000-300,000 followers, and but they don't actually give you anything after you follow. You're just going to get viral content that they didn't even produce. So there's content that is viral because the content is viral, and there's viral content because the creator is viral.
Do you think we're going to get to the point where eventually there's going to be a social media platform like a TikTok or an Instagram that doesn't even have the ability to follow? There's no following. It's just purely algorithm based.
I mean, these are kind of gotten there already. I think even Instagram said that your follower count doesn't matter anymore.
Just like that, it doesn't matter
I think
anymore.
so. Yeah, I think they're putting less weight on it. And they're helping people with smaller accounts. But at the same time, they put out rules that aggregate pages can't go viral anymore, but they still do. So I don't know what Instagram's actually doing. I think they just threw out statements just to throw out statements.
What do you think the impact's been of tourism in Greece and people knowing more about Greece? Like, what do you think and actually that's more the result, right? But what do you think the impact has been from social media, like displaying, like showing the world the actual country of Greece, like visiting Greece? What do you think that impact's been over the last 10, 15 years?
It's been huge. Since I got into it in 2017, was it? I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. The Greece tourism skyrocketed, and Greece pages are skyrocketing on Instagram. Every day there's a new follow us because we love Greece type of page.
Yeah.
And they're all great. They all share it for good causes. A lot of them are individual creators, and a lot of them are just aggregate pages. And I think once you're stuck in Greece algorithm,
Yeah.
it's probably showing to you all the time. I get so many random feeds on my Explore page by a page I've never heard of, and I work in that niche every single day, and I'm like, wow, another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. So I think the world has seen Greece now, and the numbers speak for themselves that tourism just skyrockets every year. And for instance, when I first got into it, there was places like Milos it was not a popular place. And right now that is the hottest destination for Greece, and arguably a top 5 trip for people's bucket list in the world.
No, shoot. You know, I wonder, or one thing I've noticed, I don't know if you've seen this, is the number of non-Greeks that are running Greece-themed pages. Like they're living in Greece, they're American expats, they're from the UK, or even there's a guy right now from Russia that's like always posting about Greece.
Yeah.
And I find it quite interesting to see an outside, you could say almost like an outsider's perspective on traveling in Greece or living in Greece. Like I could never have imagined that when 20 years ago.
I think a lot of people noticed that, wow, Greece likes to go viral on social media, so hey, I'm not Greek. And someone can be like, I'm not Greek, but I want to do that too. Maybe I can profit from it. So you see a lot of, I mean, there's even Greek aggregate pages that are run out of India, are run out of Egypt. And people just assume it's some random Greek in Athens or in Boston or in New York, but really it's someone that just has the duplicate theme for every country in the world, and their Greece page does really well.
I got a question for you, and I would say it's the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Okay, you're probably not expecting this, but
Oh, boy.
if we look up, Get Greece is on our screen here,
Yeah.
and obviously your company's done a big rebranding recently. Why the move from Greece Media to Get Greece, which by the way I love. It's so simple.
Yeah,
and so,
I love the name too. And for those that don't know, Greece Media is now Get Greece. Because we've evolved. We're no longer just a platform that shares content of Greece, of photos and videos, which we still do, but we've got a lot of branches to the company now, and the word media didn't really make sense. It didn't make sense for our services. It didn't make sense for our events. It didn't make sense for our products. When people hear media, okay, the photos, the videos, the blog, that stuff fits. But the rest of it, not so much. So for the last few years, once I've realized that we've pivoted big time since 2017, and now that's 8 years ago, I was like, I need a new name, and I just kept searching the domain ranks, and eventually the right one just appeared, and we made the decision to acquire getgreece.com. It was just a domain that became available.
You got the .com. I didn't realize.
Yeah, it's getgreece.com.
All right. That's hard to come by. For those of you that don't know, getting a .com right now is excruciating.
Yeah, it was a big decision. We had a big investment to do this, and we had to overhaul everything. But I said, I think this is the right path, because I did used to run into issues where, like, when you try to explain what you do and you just say Greece media, I think it's a little too vague. People are like, okay, what do you do? What kind of media? And I'm like, maybe we're not media. So we need to change this, but I didn't rush it. I wanted to do it for 3 years, and then eventually I said, it's got to be the right name. I'm not doing it if it's just a weird name or if it doesn't make sense, and Get Greece makes sense. Get this, get that, get this, getgreece.com.
Out of all the different channels you have, I don't know if that's the right word, within Get Greece, what's the one that is the most fun? I don't know, the one that you're like, oh, I wish I could do this all day long, even if it's not necessarily the most profitable, because I know there's a business side of this, but what?
I mean, a meme page is always fun. I knew that's where you were going.
Yeah.
Because I know you like the Mitsotakis memes.
I love a meme.
Have you been to Samos?
Have you been to Samos?
That does really well. It's not our main focus. However, it's good to occasionally share some memes. My personal iamgreece page is a lot of fun because I get to be free and just post whatever I want. It could be something that's informative. It could be a photo of Greece. It can be me acting a fool on camera. It can be a sign up for this event. It's such a wide array of things. And then, for instance, and then the algorithm treats it like it doesn't know what's going on here, because like one video will get 10 million views, and then the next post will get 20 likes because that one was just a stay tuned or sign up for this upcoming thing, and then the next video goes nuts, and then it goes back down. That one's a lot of fun. And now we're building out, since we finally got our Get Greece name. Not only do we operate mainly off the Greece page, because this was all built off @Greece, and I don't mean AT Greece, just the @ symbol, the word Greece, the username is what Get Greece was built off. But we also now got the username Get Greece as well, and we just started building that out.
Okay, I got a question for you. And I'm always trying to, selfishly, I'm always trying to get inspired by by successful entrepreneurs like you. But specifically related to media, you've been able to subject yourself to some interesting situations, like dressing up like a keto guy and basically yelling at people in a neighborhood in Greece, and like pretending to be essentially my grandfather.
Yeah.
And
Yamarika.
And I know you've gotten a lot of great positive feedback, and everyone's having fun with this, and they're laughing it up. Hey, Tony, it's always everyone's giving you the high fives. Yeah. I'm actually curious about the negative side of this. When you posted your first kind of hilarious video, right, where you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do some funny stuff, right? What was some of the negative feedback you got, and who was it from? Was it a relative?
Should we call some people out right now?
Did you call them?
No.
If the 20 iPhones weren't filming this, I'd say let's actually call them. We need more iPhones.
Can we get a phone in here? Can we get a conference?
But what was some of the negative?
the series started off literally with no negative feedback. That was an instant gold. I was getting messages by friends and family, and even some like people that we know each other online, and they're like, hey man, I just want to let you know you struck gold here, like this is it.
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
This is it. As it went along, and like I started doing more occasional episodes, the people with the cheap seats got their comments in.
How did that feel when you got your first, negative comment?
I learned right away to do not feed it. You just let it go, and then they realize that, wow, he didn't bite, so I give up.
Oh, so you didn't debate them?
No, I've never, ever, ever responded to a bad comment, unless I had a fun way to take a poke at them, but like lighthearted.
Yeah.
But I've never, ever responded to a negative comment.
Did any like ethnic battles ever happen in the comments? Like, and I don't know, like people, some Greece versus Turkey
Yeah,
stuff.
no, that happens occasionally, just whether it's a video or anything Greece related. You'll always get somebody, an extremist coming in and just starting a fight. It happens more on Facebook. If you post anything about Greek history on Facebook, you get Albania comes in, Greece comes in,
Really?
Turkey comes in, and they just battle it out.
they go for it.
They go. I've gotten messages by people that support me saying, hey, I gotta let you know, like on Facebook only this happens. Like, I gotta let you know I have to unfollow you unless you can block them, because like I can't look at this stuff every day coming up on my feed, that the hate that goes on in the comments. And I try to block it, and it's just not easy because they just multiply with new accounts. You can block the same IP, but they just call their cousin, hey, go yell at this Greece page.
When I was a kid, I remember I talked a lot, and I still do, and I would get in trouble for it. Like every day, daily, every hour on the hour, talking too much in school. And I remember driving around with my dad, who, my dad could talk a lot too. I mean, he could go for it if he was caffeinated enough, but for the most part, he knew how to be reserved. And then I'm in the car, Mr. Butterfly, and I wouldn't shut up. He would ask me one question, I would just go for it, right?
Yeah.
And he would, I remember him telling me, Nikita, he's like, Baby, nice to about us. Like, you gotta be more serious. You gotta not talk so much. And he would say it to me once in a while, and I'd be like, oh. And I remember just feeling like so sad, like I really love talking a lot, And then later on, I got into sales, and I'm on Zoom sessions all day, and so on, right? And years later, I would joke with my dad, like, hey, Dad, remember you told me not to talk so much? Like, it worked. Yeah. And do you ever get an old timer that's sort of like, mafdata Facebook, or mafdata?
No, of course. There's always going to be somebody dropping that comment. But I think more of the older people on Facebook and Instagram, they do support the stuff I post. But you'll always get, I've seen some comments where it just doesn't click to them what's going on in this video, and they just got to vent. They're like, δεν είσαι Έλληνας, λέγεσαι Tony Kariotis, πώς είσαι Έλληνας?
That name's from the Peloponneso, right?
I don't know where it's from. My dad's side of the family is from Kalamata, but where were they 2 generations before?
That's a good point. Nobody knows. Have you done your 23andMe?
No, I haven't, but I'm guessing the name is from Ikaria.
What if you're 23andMe, like you're Get Greece, and you pull it, and it's like...
Actually, I used the 23andMe comment thing in a comment today. So I did respond to a comment today, because it wasn't a hate comment, but it was something that needed a response. It was the video of me doing the Greek dad around the house with the belly and the coffee and sleeping and sipping coffee and sleeping on the couch, gargling. And someone says, that's not a Greek dad, that's an Arab. So I responded, and I don't think she was being completely attacking. So I just responded that... last time I checked my 23andMe, I got a little Greek in me.
But what if you didn't? Like, what if you pulled that DNA report and it was quite different?
Yeah, no, my brother did it, and we're mostly Greek.
Mostly Greek?
No, it was all Greek, I think he said. Maybe a tiny bit of Italy.
I
think a lot of Greeks have a tiny bit of Italy.
I was shocked at mine. Like,
there was 0 Turkey, and I thought there might have been, because we're in Kariotis, there was 0 Turkey.
Well, listen,
Tell me yours.
You don't want me to go down that rabbit hole of anyway, I'll stop there. But okay, one part of it, like a lot of my great-grandparents, they were from what is now Turkey, Anatolia, right? And for obvious reasons, Bodrum, Halikarnas, Smyrna, blah, 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 right? But then the other half threw me off big time. And maybe you can confirm, it was like 38% Italian. And that threw me off.
Well, it makes sense, because the Dodecanisa were Italy, weren't they?
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out. Is that because the Dodecanisa were under Italian administration?
Yeah.
And
up until only 70 years ago, it became part of Greece.
So does 23andMe then consider you Italian because of the administrative control of an area?
I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how the whole 23andMe thing even works. I never tested it.
I like it, though. You know what I mean? I like it. Because I've had a lot of Italian friends, and I'm like, I can roll Italian a little bit. I know this is the
I don't think there's any
podcast.
hate towards Italy, is there?
No, there's no hate ever. But like, you know, when you have an espresso, you're like, I'm a little bit, you know?
Yeah, we need a few allies around our border, right?
I liked it. I had a little Cypriot. I had a little 10% Cypriot, which all right.
Yeah.
I like that one
Yeah,
too.
they're Greeks.
I went for it. But I was like, the percentage of what we would consider mainland Greece was tiny. It was like less than 10%.
Yeah.
So I was a little...
Yeah, no, a lot of people don't realize that less than 70, 80 years ago, the geographic shape of Greece wasn't what it is right now.
It's kind of wild.
It is.
Even the idea of countries. I mean, I'm not going to go down a historical. Yeah, screw it. I'll go down the rabbit hole. Like,
Let's jump into that, but let's take a 2-second break.
where are we going?
I gotta do something.
Okay.
I was gonna say I gotta take a piss, but I don't. I just want to make sure we're still taping.
We're at 3.
All right, we're good.
Titapi. I'll just keep going.
All right. All right, yeah, go down that rabbit hole.
Well, I don't know if I should, but like, you know, the idea of nations and countries, it is very new, and I would advocate for anyone that's flying a flag, like just, you know, do a history lesson, find out how old these countries are. Your ethnicity isn't always fully tied to the nation that exists there now.
Yeah.
You know, so like if you're 51% Anatolian, it doesn't mean you are a Turk necessarily. So that's all I would say without going down the rabbit hole.
We don't have to go too deep. We don't have to go too
It's like, let's keep it light, man. Life is too short.
Exactly.
You know, let's just have some fun.
Yeah.
All right, you know, I really wanted to know about your haters, obviously.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you have none.
No, they exist.
Everyone is so nice to you.
They're quiet because they know I don't bite.
You don't bite, man. You're pretty...
I don't bite back. If you want to go out of your time and you continually follow and you might want to leave a comment, hey, guess what? You're still watching my stuff.
Is there a post? Is there something you have that is like hidden away, like a social media post that you're like, ugh, I don't know if I should post this, so you've been holding it for a couple of years?
Because I was nervous or shy to post it?
Yeah.
No.
So you are open source. It's all
there
out
was
there.
one video I wanted to post recently, and I'm like, I'm going to delay this one. And then like an hour later, I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just going to post it now. I don't.
Do you have anything that you want to create that you would consider a bit risque? You're like, oh, I got an idea for some character.
No, right now I do want to build out the Yito man and the old lady, because I think they have a lot of potential.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
I always have good ideas. I think you should, like, you're always in the present. It's always 2025 and so on in all your posts. Can you jump in the DeLorean and do like a 1982 post? Because I feel like the diaspora was.
What do you mean by a
then.
1982 post?
All right, if you take a Greek dad today.
Oh yeah.
That's from Greece.
Yeah.
Our fathers, let's say, generation, and you put them in 2025, they're more or less acting a certain way today, and they're of a certain age. But when they got here in 76, they were very different. They looked different. They talked different. They were hip. They had bell bottoms on a lot of times.
Yeah.
The bouzouki, Greek music was different.
Do
then.
one of those dads.
Yeah, like a back in the day.
Yeah, that could be a good idea.
Like 80s, 90s, even 2000s.
Yeah, no, I like that.
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
No, that might be the next. Maybe. First, I need to build a catalog for these two characters, so that way I have three characters. The old Yito man, the old lady Marika. You've seen her with the walker.
Marika, she's so spot on.
I got to revive my Pagodevite character because I've kind of put it on the shelf a little bit, and then obviously my personal brand. So there's 4 characters right now, but I need to build out Yito man and Marika.
Who do you think has a bigger future in front of them, of those characters? Is it Yito Man?
I think it's Yito man.
Why do you love Yito Man so much?
Because he's so relatable. Everyone knows a Yito man. Everyone orders Yito.
That's true.
I mean, yes, everyone has this, but they don't all act like that. They don't all, I
I think Yito Man at Easter, Yiro Man at the magazine.
Yeah.
Yiro Man.
Like, imagine I dress up as Yiro Man and walk through Staples right now. We make that a skit. Yiro Man needs to buy ink for his printer.
Yiro Man buying ink for the printer. I've experienced that in real life. I bought ink with my dad. My dad had a printer at the magazine that, I'm not even joking, like, he had this toner cartridge, and he had like opened it up and manipulated it to get every last drop out of the toner. And like where toner should have lasted 6 months, his was like 3 years old, 4 years old.
Yeah.
And like buying toner for him was such a scam.
Yeah.
Like he was so anti-establishment and anti things like that.
I guess I'm an old soul because I can't stand toners and ink.
You can't, yeah.
Like, the toner's more expensive than the printer.
Hey, what's Yiro Man's name?
I don't know. I tried to do like a poll. I got a few name ideas from people.
Can you have a nickname?
I had a name for him, but I didn't stick. For the yaya, it's Marica.
Marica's perfect.
Yeah.
But like a guy like that, he obviously showed up here late 60s, early 70s.
What is it, Stavro? It's not that funny.
No, he's got a name from the Choreo, but that's not the name that's used here. Like Dimitri is Jimmy, Charalambos or Babis, right? Lefteri is Lucky, which has a whole, it's lucky, he's got a gambling addiction.
So what's that nickname that's from the Choreo?
It's an Americanized name
Pesto.
of.
You got it?
I mean, listen, one of my favorite uncles I loved very much was Zimi.
Zimi.
He was Dimitri. He was Zimi, right? And then, I always loved how we use the name Bobby. And that's like, there's like 10 different names. Tasso. Tasso is not a real Greek name. I know there's a lot of you Tassos out there. It's not a real name. It's a total nickname. So I think those are the names. The names, I'm thinking maybe a Tasso, maybe a Zimi.
How about a Taki?
Taki. They used to call me Taki when I was a kid. Nikitaki.
Nikitaki.
Taki can be anyone.
Yeah, and it's really anyone. Because it's basically just taking the Aki and adding a T to it.
Now, is Yiro Man married? Or is he divorced?
I haven't built that out yet. But I want Marica to be his mother.
I think Yiro Man should be married, but doesn't live with his wife.
Okay.
Like he lives with a friend, and he goes home twice a week. And I think he should have an issue with gambling.
Do you want to see him?
Yeah.
Should we bring him in?
Bring him in.
We'll bring him in.
Let's go. I think I need to know more about Yiro Man.
Yeah.
And I think.
All right. I'll give you. I think it's time to build out Yiro Man's story.
Let's go.
All right. We're gonna build out a story. Anyways, I think that's all the time we got for this week. But we're gonna jump into him next week. Yeah, it was fun. Let's do this again soon.
I can't wait to interview Yiro Man. This is going to be really creepy.
It's going to be good. Anyways, thank you guys for listening to this episode of Greece Chats Podcast. I'm Tony Kariotis here with Nikita.
Sukalis.
And we'll talk to you again on the next episode. See ya.